What's up, North County? I'm your host, Randy Doty, and today we have on Miss California Mid-State Fair pageant contestant, Sara Barr. Welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. So you are first year running at the pageant, right?
Yes.
So tell me a little bit about it. How do you get involved with that? What's your game for this?
So kind of like around March, they advertise applications are available. So you just go online, fill out an application, answer some questions about the fair, and then send that in. And then after the due date, they look at all of them, then they send all the contestants an email, and then we start weekly meetings to prepare for the
So
pageant.
does everybody get, like when you fill out an application, does everybody get selected or are they only selected?
I'm pretty sure that everyone who filled out an application got selected, but we did have some girls drop out.
So what are you expecting from it? Are you excited?
Yeah, I'm really excited. It's like such like a fun thing, a great opportunity to get involved in the community and just something fun, meet new people. So it's super awesome so far. I'm really excited for the pageant.
What have you done so far to be ready for the fair that starts, next week, right?
Yeah, so every meeting we kind of have like a main focus. So 1 week we'll work on interviews because you have to do interviews with the judges. So they'll go through like each contestant, pull them individually and just do like a timed interview of how long it would be, kind of analyze all that, give you feedback. Then 1 week we also had like a talent week. So we did our talent, we got feedback on that, like took all those corrections, applied it, and then came back next week kind of with the revised talent. We also learned how to like walk in heels too for a day.
Isn't that a girl thing? I mean, don't you already know how to do that?
Yeah, there's kind of like a certain way to do it though.
Oh.
So like in like our evening gown, like you have to like walk slow, you have to say like on the balls of your feet, like you kind of like cross your feet like this instead of just kind of like walking.
You're like just
there's like so much
there.
to it. So like we did that 1 week, like yeah. So there's always something and it's so fun.
So what's your talent?
I'm dancing.
Oh, of course, right?
Yeah.
You've only been dancing for like what, your whole life?
Yeah, pretty much.
Awesome. So when you go on stage and they're judging, when does your judging, how does that start? Where does that start?
So we pretty much start getting judged from our first meeting.
That's already happened?
Yeah, so
Okay.
everything's done by like a point system. So all of our meetings are like 10 points and we have promotional meetings that are like 20 points. So all of us were in the Cayucas parade on 4th of July. So that was like points added to our score.
Really?
Yeah, so all of those are points, and then we get into like the interview and a luncheon with the judges. That's the day before the fair. So those are points that go to our final score, and then of course like the pageant night, like our talent, our final question, our evening gown, those are also points.
So when you say they give you points, like you said, the parade, so on your presentation, on your crowd engagement type
It's
stuff?
mainly just like the meetings, it's like if you don't show up, you get like 10 points taken away from your final score. So whoever has the highest score in the end like wins. So everyone's trying to get the highest score. So it's kind of a way to get everyone to go to the meetings and do all the events and all the community service and all that.
And so then all these judges are at all these events, obviously, because they're judging, right?
Yeah. Actually, I don't really know. We don't know who our judges are yet. So they kind of said like you could see them around and you don't know like if
so
they're a judge.
incognito.
Yeah, so we kind of meet them, well, we first meet them the day before the fair. We have like a luncheon. So we just get to meet them, like talk, and then right after that we do our interviews with the judges.
Cool. And so then last year's pageant winner is obviously now the mentor for you guys this year?
Yeah, so Yvette, she's the queen. She's super awesome. She's so nice. So she's been at every meeting helping like coach us, kind of guide us, gives us like great tips, like all that. She's always there to like help us, which is great. So it kind of gives us more like information, knowing what's gonna happen like the day of the pageant instead of us like just freaking out. It keeps us more calm.
So if you were to pick one thing that you're most nervous about, like in this whole process, what would that be?
Probably like the interview or the final question. Those just seem kind of like scary, especially the final question, because you're like on stage, like everyone's watching you. You don't know what question they're gonna ask, and you have to like answer it like on the spot. So I guess that's kind of a little nerve-wracking, but we've also been like practicing that too. So hopefully the practice pays off.
It's an exciting time. The fair is awesome.
Yeah.
You know, the pageant, I mean, it's a big thing.
Yeah.
You know, so it's not just a little something. It's pretty big.
Yeah, you're pretty much representing the fair if you win. You're kind of like the face of the fair.
Right.
Like if you make the top 3, because your face is like everywhere.
Now, is there anything more after the fair? Like say if you were a win, hopefully you win, right? That's the idea. Is there anything after that, or are you just?
Yes. So it's actually now a scholarship pageant. So the queen gets like the most money, then the first runner-up, and then the second runner-up. They all get money for like a scholarship kind of a thing to go for like school, whatever, all that. So you don't get that money until the end of your reign. So that's a whole year. So you have to be committed for all the events throughout the year to be able to receive that scholarship money.
And they tell you what your events are throughout the year, or you have to commit to a certain amount of events for the next 12 months?
I think like the Pioneer Day Parade, like I know that's one of them. Other things at like other fairs around the state, just like going and representing the Mid-State Fair.
Well, you know, we wish you all the luck,
Thank
the Templeton
you.
girl here, and like I said, we'll be cheering you on.
Thank you.
You're welcome. There you have it, guys. Sara Barr representing Templeton, the California Mid-State Fair. Go out there and cheer her on.